whenever you're ready.
All right, it's recording.
All right, everybody, welcome back to our second session of Discordant Whispers. Yeah. In our party, we have. You guys want to introduce yourselves?
Addison, level 3 half elf blade bard.
I'm Gnomenclature, level 3 gnome battle rapper.
Rouge, level 1 rogue and level 2 warlock. Don't mind the names.
Dr. Daergram, level 3 life cleric.
And I'm Ozone, level 2 sorcerer, level 1 fighter. Snuck in a level there.
Okay, so the last session we left off where this masked woman in fine clothes, you guys just finished fighting each other, in which Ozone was the victor in that battle. He beat out both Addison and Cathixis in a battle royale. Everyone has now been healed up after the prize fight, and this masked woman has now invited everyone back to her mansion for a after party.
Oh, we were healed up?
Yeah.
Yep.
I was not informed of this.
Was it like a rest or just the hit?
Well, no, the clerics went over to Cathixis to revive and heal him, and you didn't get all your hit points back, Addison, but you were revived and healed some.
Oh,
I threw a heal down.
Yeah, but were we healed more after this, or we're still at what we were at when we were healed, like last?
Well, I'm going to say that before you leave this party, that the clerics will fully heal you.
Okay,
so that you have no. So that you have no aches and pains and nothing, and that you'll be all hale and hearty for the party, so to speak.
We like the pain.
A party.
All right.
Party.
So, as last time, the masked woman is inviting you all back to her mansion. To get there, you guys and all the guests as well that were at this prize fight have to go to her yacht to take the yacht to the island that is in the center of the bay. So that is where this entire crowd is walking to now. She requested that Addison stay with her to keep her company, and she will also request that Cathixis and Ozone accompany her as well. Dr. Daergram, what will you be doing?
Well, are my services not needed in this place?
Your services are not needed, but your presence is requested at this party, and the other clerics are going.
I guess that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
I guess it's always nice it felt needed.
So, okay, so you go to the dock, and you board this lavish yacht. Very well appointed yacht. Everyone fits on, and you cross the bay.
Question.
Yeah.
What about Nomenclature?
Yeah, Nomenclature should be there too. Everyone is invited.
Oh, okay.
Just that she specifically didn't invite him.
Yeah, no. The only one from last session, the only one who is specifically not invited is the former MC who Nomenclature so horribly shamed.
That he cried and peed himself and
yes,
and castrated himself.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
So that person's not invited, but everyone else is invited to this party at her mansion. So are you? Well, I mean, I should ask you: are you all gonna go?
I'm
definitely in.
Stay with Quinn. Yeah, Addison will never turn down free food at a party.
Let's see what happens. Sure.
Okay, so you go on the boat. You take the boat across the bay, to this lavish, to this island. Addison and Nomenclature, even though you've lived in the city, you may have never actually seen this island. It is technically part of the city, but it's where all the rich upper class people in the city live. So it's an island full of mansions, large houses, palatial estates, and this masked woman leads you and this entire crowd to the furthermost estate on the furthermost tip of the island.
Do we know what our mass hostess's name is?
At the current moment, no. At the current moment, no. You have heard the name. Each of you, at one point, have heard the name, the Mockingbird, thrown around. You don't know if this is her or not, but you've heard this name thrown around. I know it's been said in front of you, Cathixis, as well as Ozone.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So neither Later or I would know this from being in the city? Like,
you would know of the Mockingbird, and you would know of the Mockingbird, and the mask would sort of signify that this may be her.
Okay.
But you do not know that for sure. She hasn't introduced herself by name yet.
All right.
All right. So you head up to the mansion. And 1 second. You enter the estate, coming up from the main gate. Around the main gate is very well manicured lawn, leading up to a set of steps with a gigantic oaken door. The door opens into a huge grand foyer with candelabras hanging from with chandeliers hanging from the ceiling, candelabras everywhere that there is a surface, beautiful statues. Everything is marble, and fine metals everywhere you look. As you enter, on your left-hand side is an immense ballroom. On your right-hand side is a banquet hall. And directly in front of you if you look at the map I just sent, is a set of steps that go up and around onto the second floor.
Damn, son.
So the woman turns towards you all. The four of you should be at the forefront of this group, because she requested you all stand near her, except for you, possibly Daergram. You may be with the clerics.
Yeah.
And she addresses you all to say that she welcomes you into her home. Please make yourselves at home. She tells you about the banquet in the banquet hall, the ballroom, the dancing in the ballroom. And then she specifically pulls the three of you aside, and she calls Daergram over as well.
Hey, you need me?
Yes, I just would like to tell you that I just wanted to thank you for making the fight so interesting and intense. And obviously this party is going to go quite a long time, so I would be happy if you would end up spending the night. I do have 4 guest rooms upstairs. I can have my staff take your things upstairs, so that way you're not encumbered while you're enjoying yourself at the party. I realize you're carrying a lot more than many of my other guests. Your things will, of course, be returned to you when you decide to leave.
Okay.
And I put most of my stuff into my bag, but I keep 2 daggers.
That's fine. She's not really concerned with you not having weapons. She just doesn't want you to feel like you're holding a bunch of shit. So if that's what you want to give her, that's fine.
I give her my chest.
Your chest.
No, I actually sold my chest. I got a backpack. I had a chest though.
You had
I
a
think
chest.
you're talking about like your
You look-
actual
Lock the
breasts.
chest around.
Yeah.
No, I had a actual wooden chest that weighed 30 pounds.
Oh my god.
Walk Around yes,
But-
the
But
old
why?
Because apparently that's what my background called for.
Okay.
Okay, sure, why not? Well, she beckons to her staff. She calls her staff over and tells them to put the things up into the guest rooms. She gives you free reign. Well, I should do this in character. You of course have free reign over my entire estate. The one thing I would say is just do not bother to go into the staff quarters. It's very important to me that my staff have their privacy when they are not on duty. So don't bother them. Leave the staff quarters alone. But feel free to look around and explore. There's a lovely library upstairs as well as a gallery of arts. And whenever you're ready, you may feel free to settle into your room. I, of course, have the duty of mingling in this lovely party. This is what we do after all. And she, excuses herself and then goes to mingle among her guests in the banquet hall. So what do you guys do?
I immediately go up to Daergram,
Uh-huh.
and I hold out my hand. Thank you for your services in the ring.
No problem. Do you need any more help? Like, are you okay?
Oh yes, I'm perfectly catered to. Thank you very much.
You sure? Just let me know. I can always help.
Yes, yes,
What
thank
about
you
the
very-
other guy?
I look around. Other?
Wasn't there someone else you're fighting?
There were two other people.
You were fighting
here.
Krzysztof, weren't you?
I was fighting Krzysztof and Ben.
Oh, that's right. So I would go up to them and ask them, are you guys okay?
Well, I would assume that the other people healed them, that you would have known that and seen it happen.
I still want to make sure.
I think he's that kind of caring doctor.
Nomenclature is just kind of bobbing his head to non-existent music and lost in his thoughts. And he's gonna wander around and find his way to the gardens.
The gardens. Okay.
Yeah. While that's going on, I hold out a hand to Cathixis. A pleasure to meet you, Quicksilver Quinn.
Just so I know, where is this hand? Is this high or low?
Oh no!
It's I guess chest level, arm slightly bent out for a handshake.
Beard level?
How tall are you?
So
I'm about 5'3".
Damn.
I didn't realize you were that.
Fuck.
Elves are pretty short.
We're almost the same height, actually.
I see what you were trying to do there, Cathixis.
Damn it. I reach out and shake your hand.
And you are?
Huh?
I said, and you are? You fought admirably. It was a pleasure.
You did too.
After that, I turn over and go over to you, Benny, stick out my hand as well. Quicksilver Quinn, pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, it's really cool to meet you. I was really just trying to defend myself. I don't know what was going on there. Were you surprised, like I was?
No, not in the slightest.
And I'll ask Cathixis, what about you, dude?
I do regret that we had to fight.
No, but were you surprised? That was what
I was told to
did
fight.
you know we were supposed to fight?
Yes.
Oh, I guess joke's on me.
It was
Yes. Yeah, joke's on you, the victor. I didn't catch your...
Oh, sorry. My name's Ozone. Pleasure to meet you. Hopefully we don't try to kill each other anymore. And to both of y'all up my hand.
Yeah, I kind of smirk a little bit. Yes, that would be a shame, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Hopefully we don't try to kill each other.
Yeah. After I smirk, I go off to the banquet hall to go get something to eat.
Okay.
Yeah, once we start getting into the schmooze phase of this thing, I'm definitely looking for, food, any drinks, anything.
Okay, cool. So, Daergram, what exactly are you doing again?
Well, I'm still a dwarf, and I love eating and drinking, so I'm going to
Okay.
go mingle. And by mingling, I mean go mingle with food.
All right.
How tall is it your dwarf?
4'8".
Oh, okay.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
What the fuck kind
We're
of
all
dwarf are
very,
you?
are we all short except for maybe Thixis?
Cathixis is 6
5'4".
foot, right?
Yeah, 6'1".
He's the giant of the party, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. He's the big. He's the big.
But how much
screaming
do you
target.
weigh?
210 pounds.
You're only
jeez.
30 pounds heavier than me.
All right. So, nomenclature. So you're going to the garden, correct?
Yep.
Okay. So
Okay.
you go out. You go through the ballroom, and in the ballroom you see that there are a number of people who are schmoozing around and dancing. You continue past them.
I stop and watch for a second.
Mhm.
Anybody's particularly interesting.
Okay. It's a very mixed crowd. There are people. There are gnomes. There are wood elves. There are humans. There are half elves.
What kind
which
of
is, say it again.
what kind of music is playing?
Classical.
But what year are we in?
It would be similar to our what classical music would mean to us in the real world.
Okay.
So like Beastie Boys.
Violin chamber music. Think.
So not Metallica. Okay.
Not Metallica.
That definitely sounds like Baroque era. Come on, guys.
Who you calling Baroque? I got money.
Okay, yeah, sorry, we're still on.
So are you staying in this ballroom, or are you continuing out the solarium?
Absolutely not. These people are boring.
All right. So as you continue out, the solarium is full of many different exotic plants. It's very aromatic. Many different beautiful plants from all over the world. Some of them are tagged with names so that you can see what they are. All different types. Do you continue?
Say that again?
Do you continue out the solarium?
Oh no, he wants a
What you
description
said before
again.
that, yes.
The solarium, it's filled with plants of all different types. So it's like similar to a greenhouse. So it has a glass ceiling, and it's filled with all different types of plants from all over the world. And they have, like, if you were to go, like, for instance, if you were to go to the Botanic Gardens, how they have tags naming each plant.
Like
These
little
plants.
stuff?
Correct. Yeah, little placards in front of like, say, the more exotic specimens. This place has those things in front of these plants.
I'll look at Simone and nod at her so she understands she doesn't have to sit with me anymore.
Mm-hmm.
She can explore. She can go check out some interesting flowers. I'm gonna just read some of the plaques, see if I see anything that I can work into something.
As you go around the solarium, you notice the plants that you see. One of them is oleander.
Okay.
One of them is nightshade.
Ooh.
Yeah. One of them.
Purple Dream.
One of them is sumac.
Sumac, touch that. So roll me a nature check.
Remember to add half your proficiency.
I know how expertise works.
Well, no, you're a bard. Are you trained in nature?
No, it's called expertise.
It's jack of all trades.
Oh. Expertise.
Sorry.
Yeah, since you have jack of all trades, you're literally proficient in like all skills. You just add half your proficiency. I just know that you haven't really played like a bard, that's why I'm just like, don't forget.
Nature plus 4. 21.
Ooh.
Okay, so you notice that a lot of the names that you're seeing, pretty much every name you're coming across, the plants may be beautiful, but every single one of them is poisonous.
I like that.
Every single one. So as you continue to go through, you see poinsettias, you see mountain laurel, Jimson weed, lily of the valley, English yew. Every single one of these plants, you notice, is either poisonous or parts of it are poisonous.
The second I notice that, I give a sharp whistle so Simone comes back to me.
Mhm.
She lands on my shoulder, and I give her a pat on the head and give her some bird seed.
Okay.
And then do I notice anything in particular, like, gorgeous?
Gorgeous, perhaps not, depending on your meaning of gorgeous, but
I think
you
he's
do
asking
notice
if there's a mirror.
if there's what?
If there's a mirror.
Ha ha ha. But you do notice one plant that stands out to you because it's huge and it stinks.
Yeah. What does it smell like?
Rotting meat.
Oh, I got
Such a
excited.
sweet smell.
Oh, I know what that is.
Well, I rolled a 21. Should I know what this is?
Yep, you know what it is. I'm sending you a picture of it right now.
Cool. Oh, it's a parasaur.
You went all the way to Wikipedia?
It's a Rafflesia. It's a carnivorous plant. It's a carnivorous plant that smells like rotted meat to attract flies to it, and then the flies fall into the center and die, and the plant digests them that way.
I wave at it and say, hello, Audrey, too, and keep my stride.
Oh, plume.
Yep. So, do you stay in the solarium? What do you do? Are you satisfied with this? Do you do anything else? Is this where you want to kind of chill?
It piqued my interest. I looked at some stuff. I'm stepping outside. I don't want to add any specific chemicals to this enclosed area.
Okay. So you're headed toward the gardens then?
Yep, right on outside.
Okay, so roll me another nature check, please.
Oh, that's +4, so another 21.
Yeah, it's the exact.
Okay. Okay, cool. So you notice as you're walking along this garden path that the shrubs lining the sides of the path all seem to have one thing in common, in that the ends of each stem have 3 leaflets. And you, of course, know what that means. That means that these plants are poisonous as well. These plants are poisonous as well. So beautiful, but poisonous. Continuing along the path, it opens up into a central area where these poisonous bushes are trimmed into gorgeous shapes and sculptures. And in the very center of this clearing is a stone surrounded by smaller rock.
And what is this stone?
Why don't you find out?
Or you can get a dwarf.
Yeah.
Only the dwarf was there.
If only this final boss character was not going to show up without everybody else around.
Does it look Can you describe how this rock looks? Other than a rock?
It looks like a worn stone. The only thing that makes it conspicuous is the fact that it, for some reason, seems to be the centerpiece of this garden.
I take note that out of all of the poisonous shit, the stone is the centerpiece.
Yep. The stone seems to be, for some reason, the centerpiece of this garden. There is no path leading away from it, just this path going from the solarium to this stone, and then the path that takes you right back to the solarium. That's it.
Are there any features of this stone?
Features? Are you going up to it?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. I'm not going to touch it.
Okay. So, no, the stone itself seems fine. Seems normal, but the smaller stones around this large stone seem to have elven runes carved into them.
Oh shit!
Oh, do you speak Elven?
I do, I believe.
Oh. Check, bro.
Oh. How many languages would I have?
Probably
2 and common, right?
I
Common
speak Elven.
Yeah, probably common and gnome, and unless your background gives you, because being a gnome, I don't think gives you a bonus language, but
No, it doesn't.
and entertainer doesn't give you one, so you just know.
I only know common and gnome. I wasn't sure if this was like the previous versions where having a higher intelligence mod would give you extra
Oh no.
languages. So nope. I just note that they're Elvish and it's weird.
Okay. And then that's it. There are some benches in that area if you so choose to sit there. But other than that, that's all this area has to offer.
Are there any trees that I could sit next to that aren't, poisonous? Or surrounded by poisonous things?
You can certainly try to find one. This clearing does have a couple of trees in it. I would recommend doing a nature check before you touch them.
That's not a number that we can use. In 11.
So, So of these trees, there is one that seems to maybe not be poisonous, or at the very least, you feel you can. At the very least, you feel you'd be safe touching it.
I'm
But I will say you are not completely sure.
Mm-hmm.
You think, but you're not completely sure.
Yeah, Gnomenclature knows he's not in the best state of mind right now. I mean, he's in a great state of wrong.
If you're smoking, it should be like poison.
So I'm gonna look at this tree. You're gonna be like, you know what? You seem friendly, but I'm curious about these rocks. So I turn around and go back to where I know everybody was. They might not be there anymore.
Oh, so you're heading back to the mansion now?
Yeah, I'm specifically looking for Quinn, but I'll talk to the other people if I see them.
Okay, cool. So then I'm going to go back to you guys. What are you guys up to?
Mingling with food.
What kind of food is being served?
You see all different types of cuisine. There's she's specifically gone through great lengths to order cuisine that would be palatable to most of the known races on this continent. So you have cuisine, you have Elvish cuisine, you have Gnomish, different types of human, Dwarven, all types of Dwarven ale, Elven mead, human distilled spirits, all
Wait, there's
these different
humans to
things.
eat?
Say it again.
There's humans to eat?
No, distilled spirits, human distilled spirits. So like vodka. There's vodka
Human
at the party.
spirits. Got it.
Drinkable spirits.
Drinkable spirits.
Yeah, not summonable spirits.
That the second you uncork it, you start drinking, or else you'll let it all out.
Yeah,
First
mouth
Ralph,
right over the hole.
Yep.
first Ralph doesn't get thongs, then he doesn't get spirits. I don't get it. Okay, so you guys are mingling and everything. Do you go up to talk to anybody? What are you doing? The party is your oyster. The entire house is your oyster. This woman is giving you free reign of her house. So, what are you guys doing?
I want my money.
Well, if you want, if you like just designate a person, so that way all of us don't like attack at once.
Okay, so Cathixis, you said you want your money, right?
I was promised goddamn money.
This is true. So I would imagine you want to find the masked lady, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so she does not seem to be in the banquet hall at the current point in time. You saw her, you assume to see her go in there, but at the current point in time, she is not there that you can find.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna go track her down.
Okay, so where do you go? Talk me through it. Just to make sure you're aware, when she said she was bringing your stuff upstairs, she indicated the staircase to the left.
Yeah, and we're in the ballroom now, or the grand foyer?
You said you went into the banquet hall to eat, so you are in the banquet hall. You could cross back over to the grand foyer and go up the stairs. The only thing she requested you not do is go into the staff quarters.
Okay. I need to actually... I can't... I'm assuming there's a spiral staircase, but the writing's so small I can't read that.
Okay, so...
Next to the guest kitchen?
Yeah, you wouldn't be... You could try to go in there. So you're going to try to go into the guest kitchen?
I just don't... What's that spiral staircase? Because I can't
Is
read
that...
that.
Oh, the writing is too small? That's to the staff kitchen.
Okay, then no. I'll go ahead and take the stairs to the second floor.
Okay. So I will send you a map of the second floor.
Secrets and lies. Wait, what?
The money was in the kitchen.
Probably.
On top of the, just a table.
Show
You
me
have-
the money.
You actually have to drink all of the alcohol
Right?
at the
You have
bottom.
to eat through everything and then drink everything.
Okay.
Me personally,
So this-
or... Sorry.
So this is the second floor. So when you come on your left-hand side, the map on your left-hand side is where you come in.
Okay.
So you're currently in that hallway.
Oh, the long hallway.
Mm-hmm. You're currently in that hallway right by that arrow. So where would you like to go?
Right by that arrow. I'm still gonna assume it's like on the left-hand side, halfway up that long, hallway that kind of leans to the right. Right? Yeah. That's the hallway I'm in.
You come in right by that arrow. You see the arrow by the doorway?
Nope.
Okay. 1 second.
Oh, I see it. It's a curved arrow, right?
Yeah, the curved arrow right by the doorway.
Krzysztof, you see at the top of the picture, there's the circle with the 4, half circles
Yeah.
around?
Yep.
Go a little bit down.
And slightly to the right.
Oh, that arrow. Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
so yeah, that's where you come in. And then
Gotcha.
there are all these rooms. There are all these rooms. There's
Nice.
if you step into that hallway, you'll see, if you look, I'm going to use north, south, east, west.
Yep.
So if you look south, you're going to see that there's a doorway, one doorway to the left and one doorway to the right.
Mhm.
well, one doorway to the east and one doorway to the west.
Mm-hmm.
If you continue west, you will see a doorway to your north.
Yep.
And then you will also, if you continue going west further, you will see a hallway with many doorways. The door, just to clarify, the doorways to the rooms to the south are double, and then the one room to the north has a really fancy double door, different than all the other doors.
Yeah, and I was actually gonna go to since that's the first door that I can actually see, I will go west and take the door to the north.
Okay. That door is locked.
Not for much longer. Nah.
Okay.
Nah. Not yet.
I mean,
I learned my lesson. Well, I didn't learn my lesson the first time, but yeah.
Go with the flow. Do what you got to do.
Yeah, what would Cathixis do?
Yeah. If Cathixis would pick that lock, you go pick that lock.
WWCTDLXYZYT.
That's my name. Don't wear it out. How brightly lit is this hallway?
Mood lighting.
Mood lighting? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Not brightly lit, but there's no one really around. Like, you don't really see many people on this floor.
Okay. No, in that case, I'm just gonna take the hallway to the south and take the door to the west, the double door to the west.
To the west. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go into that middle room, that massive middle room.
Right. Okay, so this massive middle room is, when you walk in, is a library. So all those rows are rows upon rows upon rows of books. Books upon books upon books.
Interesting. Well, time to pass on through.
Okay.
Go straight through.
Mm-hmm.
So I come out on the west side.
Mm-hmm.
Just go south. Basically, as soon as I leave the door, head south and just check the next door. And we just start checking doors.
Yeah. So that next door is a guest room.
Do I see anyone's belongings in there?
You see.
I can roll if you like.
Yeah, give me 1 second. Yeah. Definitely give me a perception check.
And so it begins.
You have no idea. You have no idea if there's stuff in this room.
I'm not sure if I actually entered into a room. Oh wait, maybe I'm having one of my visions right now. I'm talking to one of the spirits.
That may be what it was. That may be exactly what it was.
Yeah, it's one of the spirits that only I can see. They're like, no, there's nothing in here, and he's just like right in my face.
Yeah, we shall never know. We shall never know.
Next room. Sorry, what?
All right, so next room. So next room is another guest room. You're continuing south, correct?
Yeah, south.
Mm-hmm. Next room is another guest room.
Okay. These guest rooms are many. I'm getting bored of these guest rooms. In that case, I'll just turn right around.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no. I'll go to the very end of the hall. Open that door to the south. Check what's in there, and then just head on back the way I came.
Okay, so that southern door is also another guest room.
God damn it.
So you're gonna head back the way you came.
Yep, and then
so
you're the double doors on the east.
Okay, you go to the double doors on your east, and you enter what seems to be an art gallery.
I will observe the art. Why not? Let's see what kind of person she is.
Okay, so in this art gallery, you see many different paintings. You see many different paintings and sculptures. Give me a history check.
Apparently, I am one somewhat for history.
What did we get?
Oh, 16. Sorry.
Okay. All right. So, among the works of art you see a painting that is called "The Rage of Mithril," and another called "The Rapture of Aslan." Aislinn, excuse me.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Rapture, huh?
Yeah, Rapture of Aislinn. So these paintings are paintings that depict things within the the Rage of Mithril depicts an actual historical event that did happen in the world. It's what caused the split of the continents, and this is a actual artistic depiction of what this artist felt it would look like. And you also give me a religion check.
Yep. Wow. All right then.
Another 17.
This one's a 17. Well, last one was 16. This one's 17. Yeah.
Okay, so you see, so the Rapture of Aislinn is a painting that depicts a theological event that happened with the goddess Aislinn, between the goddess Aislinn and her son, the god of betrayal and violence. Say it again.
Interesting.
And next to it, you see a stylized family tree. Basically, what looks like a stylized family tree, but it is the gods of this current pantheon. Starting at the very top, it says the first mover, and it's a cascading down. I mean, cascades down from there, breaking off as the gods mated and split. So there's a whole wall scroll of all the human gods.
Oh, only the human ones, so I don't see the guardian of the gate.
No, they're a separate pantheon. They exist here, but they're a separate pantheon.
The Eater of Souls. What? Okay. All right. In that case, I'm gonna go ahead and. So, as I walk through all these rooms, checked all the rooms, walked through the hallways. Did I actually see another living soul here, or no?
No, there's no one on this floor. You get the impression that no one is up here, and no one is likely to come up here.
Okay. In that case, I will go back to that very first locked door, and now I'll go ahead and pick it since it looks like it's totally empty. Well, I'll just see if anyone's coming upstairs. So I don't know if I need to do a perception or not.
Yeah, do a perception check.
Here's another one coming. All right then.
Okay. You don't get the sense anyone's coming anytime soon.
All right. And I guess now I will go ahead and pick the lock.
And
that's a sleight of hand, right? Or Dex plus my Thieves' Tools, which is technically still the exact same.
Yeah. Are you not proficient with Thieves' Tools?
I am.
Oh, so then
it's the same as my proficiency bonus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, the door swings open.
I slowly open it and peek around and see what is inside.
Okay, so inside you find a master suite. You find the master suite.
Oh. Is it occupied?
It is not occupied. On your left-hand side, let me see when you enter. To pull it up.
A bed.
Yes, obviously.
Le gasp.
Legas.
It's
On your
very perceptive of you.
Yeah. That must have been what that 19 was for.
Yeah, that 19 carried over here too.
Yeah. On the left-hand side, you see a bed. You also see a doorway along that wall.
Mhm.
You on one side of the bed, you see a nightstand.
Mhm.
On the one side of the bed, you see a nightstand. On the right wall, you see a bookcase that takes up most of the wall. In this, there's also a floor-length mirror, like a full-length mirror, on your right-hand side against the south wall.
I can imagine what that's used for. Well, see, me personally, I want to ask if I can remember where she said we're not allowed, but I feel like Krzysztof wouldn't give a shit anyway, and wasn't listening, so I'm not gonna ask. Alright, in that case, I'll just
She
go
only
ahead.
said don't go to the where the.
No, not la 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 la. I don't
No,
care.
I'm just saying. She technically did say don't do this.
Excellent. In that case, okay, so I just see that doorway on the left-hand side, the bookcase / mirror on the right, and the bed on the left. I don't see anything else in the room.
You would have to roll a perception check to see if you could see more.
I shall roll perception to see if I see more. $14.
14. Okay. So in front of the mirror actually is a chair, and across the chair is a pale leather messenger bag with a single leather tassel hanging on the clasp, as well as an exquisitely designed deep brown leather bag with tassel trim that vaguely resembles sharp teeth.
I will go up to that bag and inspect it. Close.
Okay. Upon inspection, they seem to be bags, very finely made.
Mhm.
Do you want to do anything with these bags?
I mean, are they just like haphazardly, thrown on the over here, or?
One is rested on the seat. The other is slung over the back.
I'll go ahead and, with my left hand, just like peek into that bag.
Which one?
The one that's rested on the seat.
The one that's rested on the seat?
Yeah.
Okay, so you open the bag, and inside the bag just looks black.
Black.
You don't see it. Black.
I reach in.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on one second.
You die.
Cathixis doesn't see color.
Well, actually, if it's any sort of darkness, I see perfectly in it.
Just not color.
Yeah.
Hold on one second. I wasn't expecting that.
Really? From me?
It's a void of annihilation.
Well, that's like your biggest issue is not expecting Krzysztof to do anything. Always be prepared.
Actually, no. I can see. Well, what does "if you see normally in darkness" mean?
Oh well, no. He was just saying that basically, like you saw what was inside was black, so it was like the lining of like the bag, or like maybe like a void essentially.
Yeah.
Because like typically the rules for dark vision, at least like flavor wise and like Forgotten Realms, is you see perfectly fine. You just can't see color.
Yeah.
But
except this isn't dark vision. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's different.
Yeah, I have Devil's Sight.
Specifically dark vision.
Okay, hold on one second.
You need to see how fucked I am.
Yeah.
Lovely. Which is why I did it with my left hand. That's not my main hand.
Get that reroll going. Yeah.
Okay, nothing happens.
14. Okay, 3.
So
Wait,
lucky.
was this the one with the teeth?
This was the one with the teeth.
Oh, okay. Now it makes more sense why you rolled.
So yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So nothing happened.
I will pull my hand back out.
Hmm.
I'll check out the other bag in that case.
Okay.
Same.
So
I'll open it, see if there's anything inside.
so you reach inside. There doesn't seem to be anything in the bag, but your hand seems to go deeper than you were expecting your hand to go when
I
you
put
were
my head
reaching
in
in.
there.
Yeah, it fits. But when you put your head in there, you can no longer breathe.
That's fine. All right, I'll pull my head back out.
Okay.
Cathixis likes to play with the fates, apparently.
Yes. Hey man,
First.
when you've dealt with the shit I've dealt with throughout my countless years that I've stopped, counting. Yeah, shit happens. So this would be adequate payment, I would think. Now I'll since obviously I'm not carrying anything and I can't really hide anything on my person anyway, I'll just put the bag back the way it was, and just go through that doorway on the far left.
Okay. So you go through the doorway on your far left, and you see a bathroom, a master bathroom.
Okay.
Inside it's all done in pale pink marble.
Ew.
There is a very large bathtub, very large square bathtub, as well as a standing stall next to it, with a sauna attached, and a water closet next to the tub.
Okay, so it's a very large bath, you said, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
What?
What are you doing?
Why are you laughing so maniacally?
I'm gonna go ahead and run the bath.
Okay.
And then, we can go ahead and fast forward. When it fills up, do I see any sort of things that can be added to the bath? Perhaps that can make it more bubbly or slash dark.
Perception check.
Mr.
Oh, God, please give me a nat 20 here. I don't care if I don't crit tonight. Take that.
Oof.
Okay, so you find all sorts of lavish toiletries under the sink.
Okay.
Going under the sink, you find all these lavish different types of toiletries, bubble baths, the whole gamut. Anything you could have thought you would find for a bath and more under that sink.
I'll go ahead and pour something that'll, give it a nice bubbly, airy bubbliness to the water,
Mm-hmm.
and something that will maybe ideally change the color of the water so you can't see into it.
Well, yes, pick a color, any color, because there's everything there.
Deep blue.
Okay. So you have drawn yourself a deep blue bubble bath.
I will now take off my clothes, put my weapon and my clothes off to the side.
Oh, yeah.
I will go into the bubble bath and submerge where only my head and eyes are visible.
Okay.
And wait.
All right. So, Addison, we're going to cut to you.
All right, before you do that, let me just end this episode and start a new one. 1 sec.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just cutting it so that way it's easy for him to edit it.